Dear Dr. Lockamy, Ms. Byrne, and distinguished school board members, at the request of several parents and students, the Beach High School Council sent out a survey to teachers, parents, and students to get their input regarding the bell schedule. Survey results indicated that the later bell time has not improved academics, has negatively impacted home life, has not improved attendance, makes it difficult for students who need to work or care for a sibling to get there on time, and athletes and band members are having to leave core academic classes early to arrive to events on time. Some parents and students voiced concerns that the later bell schedule would have them walking home at dusk or even dark if they stayed for tutorial, which was concerning. Parents that were surveyed voiced that 80% of our students have difficulty with finding reliable transportation when staying after school for activities and tutorial. Teacher surveys showed that students are losing valuable instruction time because of early athletic events. Student survey also showed that if they ride the bus to school and those who walk have said they feel unsafe having to leave school later in the evening. Thank you.
And the superintendent has a recommendation for us.
While we appreciate the value and feedback we have received, staff believes it is premature to amend bell schedules until the 2-year pilot has been completed and their impact on student achievement fully evaluated and considered. Thus, be it resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent that the Board of Education direct the superintendent to complete the planned program evaluation of the bell time pilot and to provide the board with the results of the program evaluation along with a recommendation on the school year 2016-17 bell times no later than the December 2015 school board meeting.
Some elementary students will complete school an hour and a half before their older siblings get out of school there at Beach High School. And we have had some serious concerns this year with girls being attacked by strangers in the vicinity of that school and even down on the island just yesterday. We don't need to risk this again.
I believe that the parents and the students have raised valid concerns, and I will support them in their efforts. Thank you.
The Beach School is the only urban school in our pilot program, and so I think it is important for it to remain part of the pilot so we can really have a full look at the pilot. All the concerns that Dr. Hoskins raised about community values I think are important to be there as we evaluate the pilot, and if we pull Beach out, we will lose that insight. And so when we're making bigger decisions, the purpose of the pilot was after it's done, we will decide district-wide what's best. If our urban school is pulled out of that analysis, we're not going to have a fair representation of everyone's experiences. If there is a change, schools don't get to just decide when they want to go to start school. Every school has an opinion on when they would like to start school. The other high schools start at 7:45, so I certainly would not support Beach starting at 8. Either you start with the other high schools or you start with the pilot schools.
But I also want to point out that the survey that the audience is not familiar with, we have responses from Islands and New Hampstead that mirror the same things that have been said to us today in the meeting. And some of us have also been getting letters directly from students who've been writing about the schedule. So there are two things. One, some of this feedback is consistent across some of the pilot schools, even though the pilot's not completed. Secondarily, I think it is a challenge, and I don't know what the transportation structure would have to be to honor the 8 o'clock request, but I would be supportive of Beach returning to the schedule of the other high schools.
But I haven't heard a compelling reason to abandon the pilot midstream at this point. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from parents and students.
I think that these issues with childcare and athletics and after-school programs are very important. Safety is very important. And those are things that we can make a priority in this coming year to make sure that they're addressed. But I don't see how we can make a rational decision about bell times if we pull 1/3 of our sample out of the study. The motion is to support the superintendent's recommendation to complete the planned pilot of bell time and to provide the board with results with another recommendation on December of 2015. All in favor of the motion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All opposed? 3 opposed. The motion carries.